Thank you very much. As I said earlier, I finished in the year 2012 as a philosophy graduate. Since then, I've been teaching from 2012 to 2016. I'd say like 5 years thereabout. I've been teaching in private schools where I was only being paid 10,000 naira, 12,000 naira, or maximum 15,000 naira. And I work like my life depends on it. I work from morning till evening. Of course, I work from morning till evening, but just is excess. Until I applied for Empower and I was given the opportunity. And since then, sincerely, it's a life-turning opportunity because it actually changed my life and a couple of others. Thank you very much. With the help of Empower stipend or monthly salary they have been giving us, which is 30,000 naira, I've been able to save a couple of 100,000 naira by 10,000 naira monthly. And I'll be able to pay my house rent, I'll be able to buy some things in my house like TV, and I'll be able to start up my personal project, which I believe I will venture in immediately the Empower got to an end. I make use of this Empower program as a training grant. Of course, the federal government says Empower is a training avenue for youth between age 18 and 35 to train themselves and get themselves intact and get themselves to know what exactly they want to do in life. So far, so good. I'll be good in administrative work. I'll be engaged in administrative work, in teaching, and of course, preparing students for exams. So at the end of 2 years, I have intention of establishing my home basic school, even if it's just KG school or primary schools that I can start up with the little money I have saved and I intend to save. Yes, the Empower scheme is a scheme, one of the best schemes in Nigeria ever since the inception of Nigeria. And it's a scheme that everybody, every one of us needs to encourage. The private sector, the CSOs, and the state government, even the local government need to encourage. They need to go into it. It has to be encouraged. Of course, the period, the year period is just 2 years, but government can always recruit new graduates into the system to empower them. Life has been very difficult, to be sincere with you. Even 10,000 naira, 15,000 naira, for a lot of people, changed a lot of life. But I had the opportunity to get a 30,000 naira youth empowerment program from the federal government of Nigeria. It's a great opportunity for somebody like me. And I encourage every one of us, every youth out there, to make use and tap into this opportunity. And I encourage the federal government, of course, to do more and do more. Every year, they should empower more people. But the challenges at hand, which we need to take a look at, is what lies next after the 2 years. Every one of us, almost Empower members, Empower volunteers have been seeking and clamoring for a permanent opportunity where all of us will be given the opportunity to go to civil service commissions or to other sectors to get engaged and get employed fully, not just being used 2 years and get dropped out. It wasn't as easy as people thought of. During my own set, I applied last year and I was given the opportunity. I applied last year, February, and I was empowered or employed last year, December, which is from February to December, about 11 months, thereabout. I applied online. It was an online application. After a couple of 2 months or 3 months, I did an online test, and after a couple of 2 or 3, 5 months, I was called for physical verifications where my documents, my certificate, my NYSC clearance, and what have you are checked. And it wasn't as easy as that. About 1.8 or 1.5 million people applied online, but only 200,000 people got the opportunity. And as I'm standing with you today, only 177 beneficiaries were on pay list of Empower, according to Empower official Andrew.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yesterday, as you have said, I was at the Senate Youth for Unemployment Nigerians. If you have the chance, I will encourage them to continue with this Empower. This Empower saves life. It saves a lot of life. But not only that, after the 2 years training for Empower, they need to recruit us into permanent work. They need we have been trained into a Greek section, we have been trained in the health sections, we have been trained in the teaching line, and some people are coming in as end tax, meaning that they are going to be served as federal government of Nigeria's tax beneficiaries to collect tax on their behalf. So I actually employed the federal government of Nigeria to do more of this. As at last week, as at yesterday, about 300,000 people that are newly got employed started their verification yesterday. So meaning that out of the 177,000 that were on grant, about 300,000 are going to join us in the next couple of weeks or days to in the system, but actually employed in the federal government of Nigeria to make sure that we are being permanent to get us into federal government civil service commissions or any other places.